All right. Got a couple minutes.
We're not doing coffee anymore.
Unfortunately, we can't do that kind of until we're through the woods, just so it's a multiple touch point item.
I want my money back. Yeah. Good. We paid for that. Are you coming Thursday? Well, it's coming Thursday. I'm pitching a new club that you interviewed me for. Memoirs. Remember? Oh, yeah. You're going to do that on Thursday? I'm going to do that live with online. Okay. Well, looks like I may have. Well, okay. Committee. There you go.
He's on this.
You meet every Thursday?
No, once a month.
The third Monday? Thursday? That's what I chose. I can make 2 places at once. That's right. Virtually. Yeah. Oh well, Kathy will go. She used to watch virtually too. She didn't want to be in person. I don't know. They're all very stories. My jokes are right from my age. Nobody's interested. I see you got your search t-shirt on. Search t-shirt. Just Google one. Oh yeah. Search t-shirt. My son-in-law works for Google, so I have to have it. The other son-in-law is maybe going to live there. So that way those two guys can take care of me in my old age. How can you move in? I got to figure it out. I don't know. I'll just sit around. You got a 2-month one, and it doesn't matter if it's compact or spread out. So you can live at work for the week during the week. Okay. Yeah, there you go. That's 7. We've got to figure out your t-shirt. I'm going to find it there. Yeah. I'm going to eat the pie out. I got that. That's day 1, right? Okay. That's the absolute value. So we're number 1. Yeah. It's my math key. And the pie on top of it. Well, it's math. Oh, man. So it's a pie symbol. Yeah. That's a standard. Just weird. It is weird. Mathematicians are very smart. Yes, they are. I knew one once. No, he was imagining that. I know what you mean. No, Jay. If you're a left-hand here, you're Jay. Do you have for a vector? Jay for a minus. Why Jay? Because last name is the Oh, yeah, that's all right. Well, we use C for current. No, C is 2 ones. Oh. So we use Omicron. So Paul's going to be here to let's start by scripture.
Okay.
The introduction will take you into Morning. That's not Barney, is it? Okay. Can't tell who you are. It's still can't. I'm going to ask you something afterwards.
Okay. I have a meeting at 10, so I may or may not be available, but you can email me.
Okay. Right in second.
Hi, Roger.
Good morning.
Look, Roger's online.
How'd you know I was here? How did you know I was here?
I can see you. He's right here.
Oh, oh my goodness. I hope I brushed my hair.
You did. You look fantastic. How's vacation?
Well, doing well, enjoying the Kana area.
Hey, Roger. Can you see us?
Good morning. Well, how about that? There you are. What a deal.
Yeah, Stu just asked me, what else are we going to do today? Is there anything else on the agenda? I don't have anything else. Did you understand my question?
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay. Sue has asked what other things are on the agenda this morning in addition to her.
Oh, well, Sue is it. We're counting on lots of questions, and we know she'll have good
We'll be
information.
done. Okay. I hope you're enjoying things up there.
Hey, it's going well. A little bit of sunshine occasionally.
Marvelous.
All right, I'll get you flipped back to Roger. All right, we're all set.
Thanks much.
Are we on?
We're good.
I am Dave Steer, and I'm standing in for Roger, who's out doing all the arduous work of being on vacation. And so he's asked me to stand in, and I'm going to introduce today one of my favorite topics, which is Trilogy Serves. And this program was started by Skip Sherwood several years ago. And the general idea is we are a very positive giving community. We do lots of good things for nonprofits all around the community. And we meet periodically and talk about other organizations that set up little coalitions in different geographic sectors and talk about what their needs are for volunteers, for cash, for donations, for whatever it is they're working on. And then they come in as a group and report to our chairperson, who is Sue Chambers. And she's here to talk to us today about the different activities that are going on and needs that we have for the community to step up once again and donate to all sorts of worthwhile activities. Sue?
So yes, as Dave said, this community, Trilogy Serves, is our community service branch of Trilogy. It's an official Trilogy committee, and we meet the third Thursday of every month. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. Third Thursday of every month at 2 o'clock, and this is our committee for this year. The picture on the screen here, I don't know if you can recognize anybody, but the guy in the middle of the yellow sweater just is Dave, and then I'm next to Dave. I'm actually co-chair with Joanne Brown this year. She wasn't able to be there that day that we took the picture, unfortunately. But anyway, the committee meets once a month, as I said, and then in addition to the monthly meetings, we each are working with a coalition in the community. For instance, I've been working with the Bonnie Lake Summer Community Coalition. So this year, of course, it's been virtual. I've been attending their meeting once a month and then reporting back to the group. There's the White River Coalition.
Oh, went to sleep.
Yeah, White River Coalition, and then there's the Buckley. That's the Prairie Ridge Coalition. So each committee, each of those coalitions has 2 or 3 people assigned to it, so it's no arduous task. We rotate who attends those meetings and reports back. And then traditionally, this year has been really a different year for our committee. Traditionally, and I don't know if any of you remember back to 2019, that we've always had 2 major fundraisers a year. And in between fundraisers, we do a community forum. So there's always been a spring fundraiser and a fall fundraiser. And with those fundraisers, we feature one nonprofit in the community and do a fun event to raise money for that organization. For instance, in 2019, we did a bingo night and charged admission for the bingo, and then I think we had an auction of desserts and gift baskets and stuff, and we raised money for and had people bring in donated food items for a group called Mother to Many. And then in the fall, we did another fundraiser, Building Beyond the Walls, and that's maybe the one we did construction projects with cardboard, tape. Did you hear, Dave? It was a really fun event. And we raised money for Building Beyond the Walls. We had a contest, we broke into teams. We had some very creative structures. Anyway, those are just some examples of the 2 fundraisers we normally have every year. Obviously, we haven't been able to do that this past year, but looking toward the fall, we probably will be able to, hopefully, have one of our traditional fundraisers. So what we did this year instead, because we couldn't do the traditional stuff, is we do what we call pop-ups. And pop-ups are just smaller events, collections of items, donations, and we've done a number this year. So last summer we collected books for the Very Rich community for their youth summer program. We gathered, I think it was over 200 books that we donated to them, and they were very appreciative of that. This fall we did, this winter actually, I guess we did. Some of you may remember the holiday gift card collection we did. That's Vern, one of our community members, in his front yard. He collected the cards, and we collected over $1,300 worth of gift cards that were spread out to 3 different organizations in the community: Lions House for Kids, the Buckley Youth Center, and Prairie Ridge Community Center, I believe, and right there, so. White River Community Center. So anyway, that was one of our pop-ups. Then for New Year's Eve, we did a really fun one that a lot of people really got creative with. We had various people in the community create New Year's Eve gift bags for the Sumner Bonnie Lake Senior Center. And so a lot of their seniors that were kind of stuck at home and weren't going to be able to have any kind of a celebration for New Year's Eve, we brought these gift bags, and apparently they were very much appreciated. I think we did almost 90 bags, so that every one of their clients was able to have a fun party day for New Year's Eve. So then more recently, we did the spring drive for kids and families in March, where we collected toiletries and snack items and some items of clothing that were again divided between 3 organizations: the Buckley Youth Center, Northern County, and White River Community Outreach. And we gathered hundreds of items that were divided between those 3 organizations. So in the midst of a challenging year, we really worked hard to try to still be very active and serving our community. In addition to these pop-ups, we featured highlighted organizations. Of course, this year we've done a lot of highlighting of the Bonnie Lake Food Bank, because that has been such a huge need in our community this year. They've more than doubled, actually Dave works with them pretty closely, they've more than doubled their clientele, correct? Because of COVID. And they've now joined forces with the Sumner Food Bank so that they have a greater reach. So we're always featuring that. So I don't know how many of you are on our Trilogy Service email list. Okay. I have some handouts here that if you want to get on it, if you want to learn a little bit more about it, you can grab one of these. Just a matter of emailing me.
Joining the meeting.
So anyway,
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry about that.
Someone needs to mute stuff, I think. If you mute, I can't mute you. I don't know what I'm doing. Too much going on. Hopefully that works.
hold on a minute. Stand on.
No.
Stop. Okay. Well, I'll keep going then. Okay.
They might have muted
Yeah.
themselves.
So anyway, we send out almost after every monthly meeting, we'll send out an email telling you what new ideas we've come up with for that month. We'll feature organizations.
I think they muted themselves.
I think it's.
Oh, somebody's talking to us.
Anyway.
So it's on now?
Yeah, it should be fine. I don't know why the camera got turned off.
Somebody's noise.
Okay, it should be good now.
So we got Carl's head in there.
Okay, anyway, so we distribute information about donation opportunities as well as volunteer opportunities, and that we usually send out an email about once a month with both that information. So our job as the Trilogy Serves Committee is not so much to do the hands-on work, although we do some of that too. Mostly it's to disseminate information throughout the Trilogy community about opportunities for donations and volunteer opportunities. And then, of course, like I said in previous years, putting on those fundraising events took a lot of work and a lot of time on the part of the committee members, which we, like I said, will probably get back into starting in the fall of this year. So the committee, we're looking for new members right now. The committee year goes July to July, although we don't actually have a meeting in July. And we usually don't meet in December. But it's a 2-year commitment. 1 year, so I was on a committee member the first year, and then the second year I agreed to be co-chair with Joanne Brown. So it's a 2-year commitment, and it's not very time consuming, and you can do as much or as little as you want. Really, I mean, if you're going to be on the committee, we do hope that you will attend your coalition meetings and report back to the committee and come to the committee meetings and get involved in some of our fundraising and item collection opportunities. But beyond that, it doesn't, I mean, I couldn't say I put in hours a week. It's just, a week of the meeting, and of course, there's more to do than that kind of stuff. But if you're interested in being on the committee for the next 2-year cycle, 4 of us are cycling off. So we need 4 new members. So half the committee is new every year, and half remains from the previous year. So there's every year that half the committee goes off, and we get a new number. This year we are looking for 4 new members. We have pretty much a commitment from at least a couple people, but by the end of June we really need to identify a couple more people. So if you're not interested, just the email address on this flyer that I gave you, be quick with email your interest regarding. And then if you're not interested in getting on the committee, but you do want to get the information, our emails monthly, again, just send me to this email address. Just send your email and then you want to be on the list. So that's about all I have prepared. Any questions? Did I miss anything, Dave, that you can think of?
No, I don't think so, but you do have a question.
Oh, yes.
So how does a charitable organization contact the committee in case they have a need? How do you find out about the needs?
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, we have a list. There's about a dozen organizations on it. And we assign a committee member to kind of be the liaison for that organization through the year and just touch base periodically with them and see what their needs might be, and then identify themselves as their liaisons of that organization and contact them when they have a need come up. So there hasn't been any shortage of needs this year, that's for sure. We haven't had too much trouble coming up with organizations that would like our help.
Then does the committee as a whole decide what program they're going to support?
Yes, yes. So each month in our meetings, people will bring information that they've gathered, and then we'll decide as a group which ones we want to support or what we could do to maybe have a fun little fundraiser or whatever for the next month. So, for instance, this week we have our May meeting, and we're going to try to come up with some ideas for early summer, whether it's another donation drive or just fundraising or whatever. And then twice a year we do this newsletter. This was our spring edition this year, and we feature, as I said, we recap some of the events we've done, and we feature a couple of organizations, and then whatever else is going on in the community. And of course, this one, we were really trying to recruit some new members. So if you get on the email list, you also will get a digital copy of this newsletter twice a year. Pardon?
I just got on
Okay.
the distribution.
Yeah.
So do you interact with the other clubs around here? For instance, just clubs that would like to do something yearly for them around Trilogy. For instance, we used to have a men's go out to lunch thing. Skip Sherwood handled that. And we've got a women, they eat at a different time than we do.
Right.
And they try to do something once a year with the mass of people that they have going to the club. Do you network?
I guess we network from the sense that a lot of our committee members are also involved in some of these other things. Like there's so much overlap in Trilogy.
But I mean,
so we haven't officially done co-sponsored events or anything, if that's what you call it. But we do, we do talk it up. So, for instance, I know Dave goes to other things, and we are doing a fundraiser or have an event coming up. We'll probably.
I know that at my church we used to have any organized group would have to do an outreach mission or something as a product. I'm just thinking you've got a group of people interested in a certain topic. Maybe they could do something outward.
Well, and everybody in Trilogy is welcome to participate whenever we do one of these fundraisers.
I did have one thing to add. Brad Smart has a daughter who's involved with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And I know that several other people here are financially competent, which I'm not. And they probably, because of that, they probably have friends who are in the charitable giving. My point is, it's possible to really leverage our generosity here with matching grants, and sometimes some of these charitable organizations give 2 to 1 to what we can raise here.
Right.
So we're also interested in attracting people that know about that and know how to bring in other foundations.
Yes.
Charitable.
That's a good point. I think her name is Melissa Brad and Judy's daughter. She did a matching grant last year when we did our the construction fundraiser for building down walls. And we were able to more than double what the Trilogy members gave. But one thing that I've been so impressed since being on this committee and this past year being chairs, I'm so impressed with the generosity in our community. We always set goals, for instance, like the Christmas gift card drive. We set a goal, I think, of hoping to get 1,000. We ended up with $1,350 worth of gift cards. We always exceed our goals.
Like the Lions Club did a peanut butter drive, and we actually got multiple houses of jars of peanut butter.
Yeah.
20,000 or some huge number of jars of peanut butter.
And that's a good point. So other organizations in the committee, or in the community, we will hear about things they're doing, and we'll help promote that. For instance, the peanut butter drive.
Yeah.
As Trilogy serves, we sent out as part of our email, we said, we want to support this. Just recently, there was one of the businesses in town was giving part of their proceeds one day to building beyond the walls. We heard about that, so we put that in our little blast out to the community. It was Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, and another example is we did a shoe drive.
Yes.
At Holy Heights Elementary, and they got connected with a group that actually will repair shoes, even make brand new shoes, get them distributed to people overseas.
Yeah.
Sometimes in our country. And boy, I forget the numbers.
That was recently, actually. We collected 135 pairs of shoes. So our committee heard about that and got, actually Joanne was involved with, and you're involved with this. And so we thought, well, rather than create our own new event, we'll just get behind that. And we heard about that in Trilogy. And we had boxes set up at 3 of our different houses. And between us, we all collected, I think, 135 pairs, which we all took down to Holy Heights.
So there are lots of groups like Lions Club and Rotary and Kiwanis and others that are service groups.
Yeah.
And they view Trilogy service as a great way to get the word out.
Yeah.
I had daughter who's in marketing and graphic arts and so on. She says you can make the world's greatest web page, but unless you get people to visit your web page, you're not going to do anything.
Right.
I'm using that example for, here's the idea of raising donations for shoes. Well, you know, one of the teachers had the idea, and the K-kids took it on, and then they're all saying, how are we going to get the word out? We've got to put the word out through the trilogy service.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. And in addition to our email list, I think we have about 220 people on it now, which we're trying to reach more. I know that there's more, like 700 homes in the trilogy, or 500 or something. Anyway, we also post it on Nextdoor Trilogy, so that anybody in Trilogy who follows Nextdoor can get access to the information too. So, any other questions? Hopefully it spurs some interest and maybe somebody, I don't know how many people are watching virtually, but
I don't know. One thing, you might repeat something because they weren't able to hear it when I was talking. Like right now, they don't know what you're doing. Because I can't be heard. Your microphone is the input or something.
right. Oh, so they can't hear what you're saying.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
I think Roger's the only visitor online.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Kathy's supposed to. Okay.
Well, I don't really have any other information.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your talk today, and stay tuned. Next week we'll have another one. We got one every week set up for, I guess, up until the middle of June, don't we, Roger? I guess he's muted. We can't hear you. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming.
Sorry, would you repeat that question?
Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome.
So we should go out and do something now, huh?
Yeah.
We should go out and serve the 5 of us here.
Sue's going to go out and play pickleball.
Pickleball.
I haven't. That's why I'm going
All right.
Next week is NASA with Jim Elby. Thanks much.
See ya.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Sue. Thanks, David.
I need to get back to